New police figures show gangs are growing at the fastest rate since the 1970s, with many of the recruits being young people. It's thought the huge profits being made from methamphetamine, or P, is behind the leap in numbers. Emily van Veldhoven reports.
A gang patch is enough to intimidate most New Zealanders, and it's a sight we could be seeing more often. Over the past 2 years, gang numbers have risen dramatically, from just over 5,000 to 6,729. That's a 26% increase.
There just seems to be an element of call back into the gangs, and so we're seeing this growth.
There are a number of factors why gangs have increased. First of all, the extreme amounts of money being made from methamphetamine, and the police estimate around $500 million every single year goes into the back pocket of gangs.
The mongrel mob is said to be heavily involved in the methamphetamine trade. They now make up half of all New Zealand gang members.
They're responsible for the P trade, and so whenever I hear about gangs setting up women chapters or this sort of thing, I think don't buy into that PR.
The P trade has also attracted the arrival of the sophisticated Australian motorbike gangs. Many use social media to recruit.
There's a lot of, I suppose, hype around some of the newer gangs that have come into the country, and it's hard when our young people are being enticed into a world that it's not a real world.
I think the government's had an over-focus on reducing prison populations. I think also they resisted things that would have worked, like clamping down on gangs and guns.
National's promising to release a plan to crack down on gangs next year, while the government says they are slowly winning the war on gangs, already seizing 1.5 tonnes of meth this year. Emily van Veldhoven, One News.